This video is brought to you by you guys. In an effort to provide bread for my family next month, I'd figure I'd try out a subathon over on our Twitch channel next week. Many of you don't know this, but I'm actually the DM of 3 different games a week over on twitch.tv/TheLoadingCrew. I have a Pathfinder Rise of the Runelords campaign, a 5e Strixhaven campaign, and a Pokemon Tabletop campaign. You guys should really watch them. Hintity hint hint. From now until the end of September, I will be doing a subathon, meaning for every subscription we get, I'll be adding 3 minutes to the streaming timer, which doesn't sound like a lot until you consider I'll also be adding 2 minutes for every follow I get on the channel. That's right. We average 10,000 views per alignment video, but I only have 4,000 followers on Twitch. If all of you guys go follow me right now, that means that we have to stream at least 10 more days in order to meet the demand, which means I will suffer a lot, but that just makes it funnier, right? That's how it works, right? Suffering streamer equals funny. Of course, we will be doing giveaways. Every 100 subs we'll do a Dakimakura giveaway, and we'll be playing some games with the community, and other rewards will be unlocked as we get more followers and subs. This isn't your everyday e-begging, this is advanced e-begging. Head on over to twitch.tv/TheLoadingCrew and go ahead and follow my channel, and be sure to tune in next week for the subathon. I'll be playing lots of games, hanging out with chat, and maybe having some fun guests on. Hope to see you guys there. Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart, and welcome to our last look at The Lion King. If you haven't checked out our Simba, Mufasa, and Scar videos, please do. The Lion King was a fun series to cover, and we're eager to take a closer look at other things. But if you want us to take a look at other Disney movies from this time, or other franchises or whatever, be sure to like, comment, ring the bell, and do all those things YouTubers are constantly asking you to do in the call to actions. God, I hate leaving this message. And now, breaking away from the easily comparable Hamlet with the lions, it's now Romeo and Juliet, but with lions, as we look at Kovu and Kiara from Lion King 2. So before Frozen 2 came along, Disney sequels had a reputation for just sucking. It's funny that this line is in the script. I did not write this. Cinema wrote that, and that's implying that Frozen 2 didn't suck balls. Check out our Mulan video and the Frozen video if you want to see how bad those are. But Lion King 2 is often cited as one of the good Disney sequels, and you know what? It kinda was. You basically take Romeo and Juliet and you put it with lions. I got a little poem here. 2 households, both alike in dignity, in the fair Pride lands where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge breaks to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misendeavors, piteous overthrows, do with their love bury their family strife. And as tempting as it is to write an episode in the ambiatic pentameter, let's keep things simple. Last time I did a rhyming video that was the Grinch video. It was good, but a little bit harder, and we gotta crank these out quick. Since we start the movie with Kovu and Kiara as children, we're gonna label them both as true neutral, but that will change very, very quickly. And with that out of the way, let's go.
My name's Kovu. I'm Kiara.
Now, I just want you to be careful.
Ready to explore the Pride Lands, a young Kiara is told to stay on the marked path by her father. She's curious about the Outlands and gets curious. Learning that Timon and Pumbaa were following her, Kiara uses her appetite and comic relief to slip away to see what the fuss is about, chaotic neutral. Exploring the lands, Kiara meets a cub around her age, Kovu. Kovu immediately gets defensive, recognizing Kiara as a Pride Lander. However, when the 2 are attacked by some crocs, they work together and save each other. Let's go neutral good. Now closer together, the 2 are ready to play when the Montagues and the Capulets, the Pride Landers and the Outlanders separate each of them. Kiara gets a stern talking to from her father, and she admits she doesn't want to be a queen. However, with Simba's song, she accepts the lesson. Lawful neutral.
It's not his fault. I went off on my own.
Returning to their home, Kovu does a solid for Nuka and covers for him, putting the blame on himself. In Kovu's honesty to his mother about wanting to befriend Kiara, he escapes trouble, but sets a course towards Zira's long-term plan. Chaotic good. Also, underrated Nat 20 song. It's not Be Prepared, but it's really good, actually. Like, you ever actually listen to this? Like, find it on YouTube. Take another listen to.
What is your destiny? I will avenge Scar.
Years pass as both cubs grow. Kovu has continued to hone his skills as a hunter and carry out Scar's vengeance. Kiara, who has to deal with Simba's overprotective streak, is ready to prove herself on a hunt with no interference. We'll give Kovu 3 lawful neutrals, actually. I know that sounds a little weird. And we'll give Kiara 3 neutral goods for their respective paths. Despite her eagerness, Kiara has a harder time hunting. It's made worse when she realizes that Timon and Pumbaa were sent to spy on her, despite Simba's promise. Can't really blame her though, as Simba's breaking more rules than she was, so why not chaotic neutral? Caught in a fire, Kiara is rescued by Kovu, following Zira's long-term plan. The two argue before Simba comes in to break up the meet cute. Kiara lashes out at her father for interfering in her hunt, while Kovu asks Simba for a chance to join his pride, hoping to go in for the kill when he can. Lawful evil for Kovu, and chaotic neutral for Kiara. Despite protests, Simba allows Kovu a trial period. Kovu doesn't go in for a messy kill, wanting to wait until he's alone, and Kiara, having seen Kovu's skills, asks for some lessons the next day, which he agrees to off the cuff. So lawful neutral for Kovu, neutral for Kiara. Catching Simba alone, Kovu is ready to complete his assassination when Kiara finds him for their hunting. With Simba gone, the two spend the day together. Kiara begins teaching Kovu how to have fun and enjoy the Pride Lands, while Kovu teaches Kiara about some hunting tricks. Let's go with neutral for Kovu and neutral good for Kiara.
I've never done this before.
After a nice day with Kiara, the two young lions share a sweet moment about growing up. Of course, Rafiki and the ghost of Mufasa are playing matchmaker to help the two get closer together, and the two are falling in love. Neutral good for both of them.
Okay, I have to tell her today.
Having grown too attached to Kiara and the Pride Lands, Kovu feels he's ready to admit the truth. Simba, who sees how close the Outlander has gotten to his daughter, opens up about his own feelings and Scar. Kovu is stunned, having never heard the full story. Too bad when Zira comes, Kovu is unable to help Simba or his family because of his conflicted emotions. True neutral for Kovu. Blamed for the death of his brother Nuka, Kovu is scarred and banished from the Outlands. Things only get worse when Simba, enraged by the betrayal, exiles Kovu from the Pride Lands, which Kovu reluctantly agrees to despite Kiara's protest. Neutral for both of them. Unable to take Simba's actions and threat of constant guards around her, Kiara runs away. She runs from the Pride Lands and, with a little help from her grandfather, the two lovers are reunited. Chaotic neutral.
We'll run away together and start a pride all our own.
Together again, Kovu suggests running away and making their own pride. I mean, A for enthusiasm, Kovu. Kiara, who isn't saying no, but wants to go back and reunite the two groups. After some back and forth, the two agree just as a war begins to erupt. Lawful good. With the carnage unfolding, Kiara and Kovu step into the middle of the battlefield. With their words together, they're able to convince almost all of the Outlanders to come back to the Pride Lands. Even when Zira won't let go of her hate, Kiara tries to save her life. Lawful good.
You belong here.
With apologies made, Kiara and Kovu rejoin Simba's pride. As Simba's successors, the two plan to rule the Pride Lands together as one joined pride. Lawful good. I can see why a lot of people latched on to Lion King 2. Minus the joking nature of Timon and Pumbaa, the movie's story holds up pretty well. Kovu and Kiara themselves are fine, and Kiara suffers a little bit from Disney princess syndrome of wanting more, while Kovu is trying to figure out his family's revenge and, setting the right path and all kind of things. It's a good hook, and it does a lot to differentiate itself from the Bard. And Romeo and Juliet is a well-traveled story, especially throughout animation. It's not a bad movie to show the kids, especially when you can do a lot worse. It's a fine movie. I've got nothing against it. In fact, I even gave one of the songs Nat 20. It's actually pretty good. Anyway, what did you guys think? Do you want us to look at other Disney sequels? We've already covered Frozen and Mulan, but there's way more out there. You know what? I probably should do a Maui video. You guys want a Maui video? Check back next time as we look into the world of Harry Potter. Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you next time.